Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a book haul, and I got a huge stack of books, probably for the same price as like one or two full-priced books. I'm a bargain shopper. I think most of you guys know this. I get most of my books from like thrift stores and stuff, so yeah, I know it's a lot of books, but I got them all really cheap, so it makes it okay. At least in my opinion. This first book I actually ordered from thriftbooks.com, and that is Garden Spells by Sarah Addison Allen, who is a fantastic author, and I can't wait to read this book by her. I wanted the hardcover, and they're like out of print, which is why I had to buy a used copy, so yeah, but I'm really happy with the condition that it came in and everything. So there's that. Then because I bought that book, I also bought the sequel that just recently came out, and I got it from Book Outlet, and that is First Frost. So of course it's also by the same author, and I think it's more of a companion novel than an actual sequel. I'm not really sure. Also from Book Outlet, I picked up Liar and Spy, which is by Rebecca Steed. I read her book When You Reach Me and absolutely loved it, so I can't wait to read something else by her, and this was only $1.50 on their website, so all of these next books I got from the Goodwill for 50 cents a piece. I bought two by one of my favorite authors. I'm wanting to collect all of her books, even if I've read them, which I have read both of these, and I loved them. So I'm really excited that I own them now, and that is Honey Baby Sweetheart, as well as The Nature of Jade, both by Deb Coletti. And they're in perfect condition for 50 cents. I was just so excited. Then I picked up 3 books from the Little House series, and I'm not sure what numbers they are in the series. I do know this is the 9th one, and this is Little Town on the Prairie. Then I also picked up These Happy Golden Years and The First 4 Years. So I don't know which ones they are in the series, but I'm collecting all of these books because I love them. I bought another children's book. This is actually a picture book that I had as a kid, Corduroy by Dawn Freeman. This was published in 1968, so it's kind of an older children's book, but I had it as a kid. I think I had my mom's old copy, and I don't have it anymore, so when I saw this for 50 cents, I really wanted to get it. I picked up To the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf, and I'm not sure if my mom's going to keep this in her collection or if I'm going to keep it. I don't know, because she likes Virginia Woolf, so she might want it. But I do want to read this at some point. I have tried something else by Virginia Woolf. I didn't love it, but I do want to try something else, so this will probably be the next thing that I pick up by her. These next 2 books, I found both of them at the same Goodwill, and I just flipped out because they're books that I have been wanting for a long time, and I couldn't believe I found them in perfect condition for 50 cents. I'm telling you guys, thrift shopping really pays off in any form, but definitely with books as well. So yeah, I picked up Wild by Cheryl Strayed, perfect condition. I've been wanting to read this so bad. Then I found Winger by Andrew Smith. This is one of my favorite books ever, so you can imagine my excitement when I saw it. I'm so happy with this. I love it. This next one was actually like $1.50 from the Goodwill. The prices kind of vary depending on the store that you go to, but I thought this was in such good condition that I was willing to pay that, and that is The Empty Glass by J.I. Baker. This is a book I've had my eye on for a very long time, but I just never wanted to pay full price for it. So when I saw it for $1.50 for the hardcover, I was really excited. I got all of these next 4 books from a place called the Peddler's Mall. I mention this place in my videos a lot because I buy books from there a lot. It's basically just a giant flea market. I found The Tales of Beedle the Bard by J.K. Rowling, of course, and I've never read this, so I was really excited to find it. It has not ever been read, I can tell. It's like a brand new copy, and I got it for $1. Peony in Love by Lisa C., and I absolutely loved her book Snowflower and the Secret Fan. Like, the writing was so fantastic, so I know I'm gonna love this, and I was excited to find it for so cheap. This one was also $1, and it is Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. I loved this book. If you watched my 7 and 7 wrap-up video, then you'll hear me talk about this. Then I picked up The Book of Tomorrow by Cecilia Ahern. This is actually the very first book that I read by her, and I'm collecting her books, so I thought it was only right to own this one, and it's gorgeous, and it was $2.22, so again, very cheap. That's how I like them. These next 3 were actually from Amazon, which I don't buy many books from Amazon anymore because I'm trying not to spend the money. But all 3 of these were kind of special circumstances, so I'll get to that in a minute. I picked up Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. I actually got this for my birthday, but when it first got to me, it was completely damaged, so I had to send it back. They had to give me a refund. I had to reorder it. So that's why it took so long to get here. but it's so gorgeous. I love it. It's kind of a funny story by Ned Vizzini, and this was actually just to replace my copy that got damaged. It was only $5, so I figured I'd go ahead and buy it while it was really cheap. And this last thing from Amazon was actually a pre-order. I've been waiting so long for it to come out in paperback, and that is Isla and the Happily Ever After by Stephanie Perkins. I can't wait to read this. I know it's going to be so good. I then went to a place called the Thrifty Bookworm. They were having a huge sale the day that I went, so regularly like every book in the store is 50% off what it says on the very, very back. But the sale that they were having was an additional 60% off of that, so I got these books so cheap. A Beautiful Mind by Sylvia Nassar. I just recently watched the movie for the first time, and I don't know how I've gone all this time without knowing what this was about, but I really didn't. But after seeing the movie, I was just so intrigued by John Nash's story. Then I picked up 2 Nicholas Sparks books. The first one is The Longest Ride. I actually read this recently, but I read it from the library, so I'm happy that I own it now. This book was definitely the one I was the most excited to find because I've been on the hunt for it because it's pretty expensive full price. So I've been waiting to find it somewhere cheap, and I finally did, and that's The Choice. This book right here has a special place in my heart because I think it was the very first Nicholas Sparks book that I ever read, and I read it kind of before I was really into reading the way that I am now, so it's just very special to me, and I can't wait to reread this. I bought another Nicholas Sparks book, but this one was actually from the Goodwill for 50 cents, and that is The Wedding. I have seen this book in thrift stores before, and I wasn't really gonna pick it up anytime soon, but then I read the back and I realized this is a follow-up story to The Notebook, and I'm like, how did I not know that? The main character of this book, his in-laws are Noah and Allie from The Notebook. So, oh my god, I'm so excited to read this. Last 2 books, I picked up Unaccustomed Earth by Jhumpa Lahiri. 50 cents. Look at this. It's perfect condition, brand new. And the last thing I have is the second book in the Artemis Fowl series, which is The Arctic Incident by Eon Colfer. So that's finally it for my book haul. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I bought another Nicholas Sparks book. Stop barking, dog. And that is Garden Spells. Dropped it. So that's just a tip if you're gonna... This dog is barking and driving me crazy. It's a lot of books, as always.